Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 13 of Christie's from Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches and Scraptember with the lovely Scrappy sisters, Jessica and Katie, and Laura Alberts. So you can see the sketch up here in the corner, and then you can see that basically I have sort of cut the sketch down in the middle and done only one side of it. And that is my lovely friend Christy who gave me that idea. And her original idea, she said, you know, if you cut it down like that, it would be perfect for one of your 6x8s. And I went, ooh, yes. And I let lots of ideas percolate because I really, really liked that approach because I was procrastinating just a little bit on day 13. In fact, I am recording this on the 12th, and although I have all the way up to day 21 done and uploaded, I had not gone back to day 13. And so yesterday I said, oh my gosh, I better get cracking on that. And then the idea of an 8.5 by 11 instead came to me because I started preparing the 6x8, and I felt I didn't really have enough room. So I went for an 8 by 11. This is going to go into my sort of just my Me, Myself, and I. No, Me, Myself, and I is my 6x8 project, but I do have an album, which is sort of all about me, which is a little bit like a larger size Me, Myself, and I suppose, over the years. And that's where this one will go. And in the end, I absolutely love this one. This might be one of my favorites of the month so far. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And the prompt for day 13 from Scraptember is stars. So I have that in a few different ways as well. My idea was always to combine some gorgeous dotty about flair, some buttons, and some Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins, and a couple of little Bramble Fox stars. These are actually buttons from my stash. Now, this month in September, Spiegel Mom Scraps and Dotty About Flair, we're doing a collaboration where we have this gorgeous set of flair and a gorgeous set of sequins. Now, I got the flair. The sequins are still making their way to me in our lovely services, but I thought I could still give you the idea by still using some of the flair, and I still have enough left to do a proper project with the actual sequins that go with it when they get here. But I wanted to give still an idea. I love mixing my flair with, and you know this, with flat back brads, buttons, sequins, so with different sizes and textures of circular embellishments. And I love that mixture. So I went a little bit crazy on this one. So the first thing I did is I got out my smaller Starburst stencil and popped it up. And I did do a few lines through there at different angles. I used a ruler then to extend them, or I finished them short. But then in the end, I really, in all honesty, I put this aside and I just used my ruler. Once I had done a few of sort of the basic lines through, then I was able to use my ruler to get the proper angles and to get some lines that didn't start from the photo, that just started a little bit willy-nilly, some short, some long, and all different lengths. And I love that effect. So I thought I would do, first of all, of course, some stitching. That's always a lovely relaxation for me. It's been a bit of a heavy mum duty couple of weeks. So yesterday afternoon, I'm recording this on Sunday. So yesterday afternoon, there was a lovely women's tennis final. Oh, I'm going to talk to you about that again. If any of you are tennis fans, and you know I am, we're going to be talking about that again. It was the ladies' final. Oh my goodness me. Back to this layout. So I spend some time just sitting quietly watching that and doing some stitching. So I used some aqua, light pink, and a lovely sort of buttery yellow, and I did some stitching in quite a few areas around this sort of starburst. And then in between, that is where I started with the flare, the buttons, and the sequins. So the buttons, I have this big bowl. I did a lot of downsizing and going through all of my buttons, and basically I've kept one bowl. And I do find that I'm reaching for them more often because I don't think I had used buttons in years, and I've used them over the last couple of months 2 or 3 times, usually with sequins. So I have my button bowl, I have these gorgeous Dotty About Flare sequins, and then I used 3 Spiegel Mom Scraps sequin mixes. Carnation Bouquet, which is one of the newer ones and would still be in the shop. I used Skylight, which is gorgeous, but you could definitely use the Patina one as well, would be absolutely perfect. Patina is a little bit more of a minty, has a little bit more green in it, but it would work perfectly as well. And Lost in the Pages, because to me this is probably the sequin mix, although it has no red in it, that is going to match. Oh, there's one. I think I probably added that from somewhere else. That matches the sequin mix that's on its way to me for these flare. And in here I really wanted the yellow, the pink, and the so that I would have the same color in the sequins. And I love that in these mixes there are florals, there are different sizes and shapes of sequins, so that I loved. And I did the same thing with the buttons, so some pale pinks, aquas, and these star-shaped yellow ones. So I got that down, and basically it's a little long, but it's a very zen exercise. The first thing I did was get my flare down, and then get my buttons down. And once I had that the way I liked it, I glued those down and then proceeded to fill in with the sequins in different colors. Seeing here that I had some lovely aqua, I put yellow. I could have used pink as well, but I have the pink here next to that so that I would not have the same color. So for instance, here with the yellow, I would not do some yellow sequins here. So I just put a bead, basically a line of liquid glue, and then just put my sequins down. And where I had the different sizes and shapes, I varied them. So some large, tiny little flower ones, mirror ones, and all sorts of different little shapes. And I just love that. I popped up a couple of paper stars up, and I may do a little bit of journaling here. I'm not sure. This is just a photo of me, one of my favorite photos because of the beautiful, beautiful Alps in the backdrop. Just one of my favorite photos, probably of the entire year when I was in Switzerland. The layout is not going to be about Switzerland. I may do another 8.5 by 11 page with just journaling about, I've done a few pages about certain elements of the trip, of that backpacking trip, as they relate to me as a person and how I grew and the experience. And this will likely be another one of those. So there would be just a touch of journaling here and another page, so that in the end, I'm not sure whether it needs any journaling. I'm a bit afraid it might sort of interfere with the gorgeousness. What do you think? So then I just, because there were a few little areas that I felt that were a little empty and looked a little awkward, so I just took a few stickers from the Simple Stories Safe Travels and one of the larger foam stickers, which could basically be the title, Let's Wander, because of course this trip was a whole year. I love, love, love this layout. I will have all of the links, as I do every single day, down below, but I'm going to pop on there, of course, the Dottie About Flair Facebook group, and the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop is always listed below in all of my videos if you want to use my affiliate link down there to get over there quickly, and my code Moira15 to save a little bit. There you go. And there is day 13 in the books. I'm glad I procrastinated just a little bit. And I don't know whether I've popped up the half layout up here, or whether if I forgot to do that, I'll put it at the end. And I will see you back here again tomorrow, my friends. Thanks, Christy, for an amazing, amazing and fun idea. See you tomorrow, my friends. Bye for now.